we have a pretty cool upload because inside of this bag are vintage comics and magazines that have been in storage for 35 years, untouched. And how did Jerry the Jitterbug get this bag? Well, I have a friend from high school, a really good friend who is one of my best friends from high school. I still speak to him. We're still very close. And he brought them over a week or two ago for me. And he's been telling me for quite some time, hey, Jerry, I have a bag of vintage magazines and some comics. And my friend was a metalhead back in the day, and I liked heavy metal music as well. So a lot of these inside are dealing with heavy metal, perhaps, and a few comic books. I see there's a Hulk right here. So let's go through them, and I thought it would be fun to check out what's inside. So we got something here, and it looks like a magazine that is folded closed, but actually it looks like a rock and roll magazine. There's Bon Jovi, there's Ronnie James Dio, there's AC/DC. Look at that. So this is a rock magazine. That's Nikki Sixx, it looks like. I don't know what magazine this is, but we are showing it. Oh, it's a Circus magazine. So that's cool. The cover's missing. Let's put this to the side so we can look at everything one at a time. Now we have another Circus magazine, and I don't know if my viewers know about the Circus magazine, but the Circus magazine was from the 80s. This is from 1983, so this is pretty awesome. And what do we have here on the cover? Robert Plant, we have Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin, we have Steve Perry from Journey, that's David Lee Roth from Van Halen, Night Tiger. If you're watching this, I know you're going to like this upload, and I'm going to send you one or two of these magazines. Iron Maiden, this is just an awesome, cool magazine when they used to make magazines and when things were not on the internet. So look at that. That's Journey. I don't know if there's Journey fans out there. Look at the stereo equipment. So I'm just thumbing through Billy Squier. I remember him. Ozzy Osbourne. So this is just a cool, The Police, if anyone likes The Police. Here's my band, Iron Maiden. Clive Bird, he is the drummer. He died, unfortunately. Bruce Dickinson, Dave Murray. So, I know all these guys because Iron Maiden is one of my favorite bands. So that's Rush right there, if there's any Rush fans. Steve Getty. So this is really pretty cool. Let's see what the next one is. The next one is another Circus, and this is from 1986. They're pretty decent condition for such old books. And there we go. That is Vince Neil from Mötley Crüe. Let's go through the next one. It's Metal Mania. Thor. I don't know about Thor. I wasn't into Thor, the musician. Iron Maiden, Queensryche, Ozzy, Striper. They were a religious band back in the day. This was a heavy metal religious band that had gospel-themed music, versus Ozzy Osbourne was the complete opposite. Now it looks like we have some comics. So, here's a nice one. Micronauts #1. Thank you, Steve. So this is Micronauts #1, a 35 center, January. It's in very nice condition. I had that Spider-Man when I was a young kid. And this Micronauts #1, it looks like it was published in 1979. So that's a cool one. We're going to put the comic to the side so we can look at them later. We have another heavy metal book, and it's Metal Edge. There's Lita Ford, Bruce Dickinson again. We have Mötley Crüe, Another cool magazine. Tell me, guys, there's Twisted Sister, Dee Schneider. Dee Schneider is from Long Island. Twisted Sister was an awesome band back in the day. Here's Molly Crew with their Theater of Pain outfits. That was a good album. They went into their pink mode they used to wear. And look, there's Batman. This is Rat right here. That's Perry. I think his I forgot his first name. So this is a cool picture right here. So let's see what else we have. Oh, we have another comic. Pretty cool. Another nice condition. We have Hulk 199. Thank you, my good friend, because you know I'm going to like these. And this is a cover from 1976. So this is another cool comic. We'll put that to the side. The next one is another comic, and it's in a bag. Look at that. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones number 21. Let's take it out of this bag. And it's in, again, very nice condition. This book is from 84. So we got some nice vintage 80s. This is an 80s vintage upload here. Let's put this to the side, the comic book, because we'll do a recap. Oh, shout out to Gary B. Look at this. This is Marvel Magazine Group, the Savage Sword of Conan. And this is number 87 from April. So this is pretty cool. And this is dated, let me take a look, 1983. So that's a nice one right there. We have some more comics. Another Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones was all the rave back then in the early 80s. And Indiana Jones, number 25. Another fun comic in nice condition. We're going to put that to the side because we'll recap the comics at the end. Another comic right here. We have Fantastic Four, number 296. I was always a fan of these picture frame comics that Marvel did on the 25th anniversary. And look at that nice, cool back cover right there. Fitting Fantastic Four with the new Fantastic Four movie coming out. Let's put that to the side. We have another book, another heavy metal concert shots. That's pretty cool. Kiss, Van Halen, Twisted Sister, AC/DC. Look at these nice black and white images. Yes, Steve Percy. That's who it is. Steve Percy was the lead singer from Rat. And Rat was one of my favorite bands back in the day, and still I listen to them. We have another Circus magazine, and there we go. We got Judas Priest, Rob Halford, Ozzy Osbourne, Eddie Van Halen. And it looks like these magazines are all going to be heavy metal, cool magazines. And it's just something to go through. Very nice. Another Hit Parade. That's Wasp, Iron Maiden, Kiss, Blackie Lawless. Cool cover. Another Circus one. Big 17th birthday issue. This is from 1986. Another Circus magazine. There's Paul Stanley. There's Rat again. Dokken. So these are pretty cool. I hope Mike Night Tiger is watching this upload because my main man, Mike, I know he likes his heavy metal or hair bands from the 80s. We have another comic, Flash Comics, Flash number 5. So we'll put that to the side and we'll see the comics that we got at the end. Another Circus. There's Dee Schneider, Rat. Faces of Rock. Here's another one, Ozzy Osbourne and Bruce Dickinson. There's Eddie right there. And Eddie reminds me of Deathlock. I know I've said that before. Look at this. Ride the Lightning, Metallica. I use that a lot in many of my shorts. Ride the Lightning is one of the, I think, one of the best Metallica albums right there. That's pretty cool that we're seeing vintage from the early 80s and they're showing when Ride the Lightning came out. So that's a pretty cool thing right there. These stacks of books are definitely going down memory lane. Wow, look at this. Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Awesome. I don't know what printing this is. It's a little used, but it's still cool to have. And it looks like it may be the book 1 published. I think it's the first printing. So that's pretty cool to have right here. Very nice. Thank you. We'll put this to the side. We have another heavy metal. That is Metallica right there. There's the original bassist. He died in a bus accident. Another Circus with Ozzy Osbourne. Another Circus with David Lee Roth, Sammy Hagar, Vince Neil. Oh, we got a Hulk. A Hulk number 200. That's a cool cover. The 200th anniversary issue. We will put this to the side because we know Jerry the Jitterbug is a comic book channel. But again, I have some comics. Rock 1987, Tina Turner, The Monkees, REM, David Lee Roth. Look at that. We have another Circus magazine. That's pretty cool. This is from 1983. I think I'm going to press these and make these nice. We'll make a pile. And listen, guys, let me know if there's any heavy metal guys from the 80s out there. Let me know in the comments because I may share some of these. And then this is the last magazine, and this is a Jerry the Jitterbug special, as you can see. This was thrown in there, and I'm guessing my friend, his name is Steve. If there's pages missing, I bet you those pages were hung on his wall. So let's put this to the side for now. And let's do a recap of the comics that were in this bag that was kept for almost 35 years untouched. So what did we get? We got Hulk 200. We have Frank Miller's Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, the first copy or the first in the series. We have a Flash. We have a Fantastic Four. We have an Indiana Jones number 25, Indiana Jones number 21, Hulk 199, and Micronauts number 1. Out of all these books, I'm going to have to say the Micronauts number 1 and the Dark Knight Returns, in my opinion, are the best. They're not my type of books. They're not Golden Age, but I love them. And I really appreciate that my friend gave me this bag with awesome nostalgia dealing with the music that I grew up with. And I know my good friend Mike Night Tiger grew up with as well. So let me know, guys. Fun upload? I think so. I think this was a real fun upload to produce, and I appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, hit that sub button, and I'll see you soon.